What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 36 of my playthrough for Pokémon Blue. In the last episode, we took down the first member of the Elite Four, Lorelei, the so-called ice user of Pokémon. And she really gave us a run for our money. So we're not fully healed. Like I said before, this is like a gauntlet challenge pretty much. We have to take on all four of the greatest Pokémon trainers in the world, one after another. We can bring the items we like, of course, but, you know, no real healing. So, here we go. Right into the next challenge.
I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokémon can become stronger. I've weight trained with my Pokémon, Roman. We will grind you down with our superior power.
Whoa, this guy's intense. Meet Bruno. Bruno is kind of, I always felt like he was kind of like a stronger version of Brock, pretty much. And that's really what he is. He is a stronger version of Brock. He uses a lot of like rock and fighting type Pokemon. And that's kind of the cool gimmick with the Elite Four. Every other trainer, even gym leader we fought through now, have pretty much used a single type. Rock, water, electric, grass, fire. You get the idea. The Elite Four use a combination of different kinds of Pokemon, really. Some like duo types and a few other changes up, so it's much more difficult, not to mention the movesets of those Pokemon are pretty strong. They seem to be more intelligent, they can use items, and they're high leveled. So Onix, seems familiar, right? Kind of like a flashback, but we have Hydro Pump, so, you know, I'm just gonna sit over here. It's kind of cool when you think about it too, like, can you imagine these two fighting like a giant rock snake and a giant dragon snake, you know what I mean? Giant dragon snake wins. Yoshimitsu, nice one. Hitmonchan. Now this is where you want to start being careful. Fighting types are no joke. So we're going to switch out to Steve. Come on, Steve. Now the thing about healing my Pokemon but not, you know, getting the PP back for my moves is Steve doesn't have any more Metronome and is kind of low on everything else. So let's see. Hypnosis. Come on. No. X-Defend. Okay. Hitmonchan's not the deadliest Pokemon in his arsenal, but I'd still be careful because any fighting Pokemon of any caliber can usually just pull something out of nowhere. But as long as we can just put it to sleep... Whew, that was a close one. I was afraid he was going to get us. I'm not even entirely sure if Hitmonchan can hurt us or not, but let's not find out, right? Nice one! Yeah! Luck's turning on my side now. That first battle with Lorelei did have me concerned, but usually I have less trouble with Bruno overall. I don't know what it is about him. He's a pretty solid trainer. I wouldn't, you know, joke with him, but I wouldn't, you know, mess around with him, but he's usually the one I have the least amount of trouble with. Lorelei tends to be actually one of my most difficult. Probably out of the four, Lorelei is my second hardest challenge, in my opinion, for me, personally. Let's see if we can have the same luck that we had on Hitmonchan on Hitmonlee, huh? Oh, not even a critical and it's still good. Steve just blowing through those fighting types. Onix, well, we know who to bring out. Like, this batch is pretty much going to be Steve and Yoshimitsu, exclusively. I mean, I really don't need anyone else, unlike Lorelei's team where it's just like, I don't get a real electric type. Yes, Tetra has Thunder, but like I said, Tetra's not an electric type, so she doesn't get the boost from it like Under Thunder types would. Or rather, electric types, not Thunder types. Thunder types, that would be an interesting typing, but yeah, electrics. Oh, Bruno making mistakes like having a clone of a Pokemon. You know, why would you do that? That never makes any sense. It's always funny. Machamp. Okay, this is where things are going to get a little possibly scary. He could possibly just sweep me right here, so let's not have that happen, right, Professor X? Yeah, Machamp. I'm pretty sure this is the only Machamp you actually see in the game, and Machamp is no joke. You know, we want to be careful here. We're gonna do Psychic, see how this takes us. It should take him out because Machamp is very physical. Oh, Benny barely held on, too. Alright, he's finished. I don't see how he can get out of this one. Yep. Bruno's team very, very physical, very, very defense-oriented, but special psychic moves, special water moves that'll just tear right through him. Nice one, Professor X. And that was a breeze.
Why? How could I lose?
Maybe you shouldn't have a clone of an Onix on your team.
My job is done. Go face your next challenge.
Thank you, Master. Whoa. Deja vu, anybody? To one of my favorite places in the game.
I am Agatha of the Elite Four. Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome. That was decades ago. Now, he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for fighting. Roman, I'll show you real trainer fights.
Agatha wants to fight. Agatha was always kind of almost my idol, and this is why. She uses Ghost-type Pokemon. Like I said back when we originally caught... Wasn't it a Haunter that we caught, or a Haunter for Steve? Like, all that time ago? Good times, right? Like, I always adored Ghost Pokemon. I still do. They're my favorite types. And that's kind of why I sort of looked up to Agatha, even though she's that creepy old kind of woman. But it's fitting, isn't she, that she uses Ghost types? There's actually a Ghost trainer in the game. I just think that's very cool. So it's not really a brainer to figure out what type of Pokemon she's going to have, what kinds. Alright, so first off, I guess we'll go and do Surf. See how much oh my gosh, no. When you use the Confuse Ray and the screen gets all, like, inverted like that, I like the way that Gengar looks. Oh, come on, Yoshimitsu, nice one. Oh boy, that didn't do quite as much as I was hoping. Let's try Hydro Pump. That should definitely do more if we can hit him. Come on, can we break through the confusion? Pressing my luck here. Oh, man. Try it again. No, not Confused Ray. I love how I don't know. It's like they're sort of supposed to be smarter AI, but they're not really, which is good for me right now. So I'm really not complaining per se. Nice one. Physical attack shouldn't be able to hurt Gengar. So let's go with we could switch to our own Steve, but I think we're gonna choose Professor X. I don't know. Every time I see a sidekick like this scenario specifically, it's just like it's funny because I tried to do Dream Eater, which is kind of strange. Let's go Psychic. This should probably take you out if we can do this. Come on, Professor X. You're smarter than this. You can do this. Apparently not. We can't. No, come on. You got this. Come on. No, we're not doing so good. Can you just imagine him hitting himself over and over again? He can't figure out what to do. I mean, come on, Professor X. You're not going to kill yourself in front of me? Okay. Whew. Alright. And that's one down. Alright. Agatha's about to use Golbat, which is an interesting choice for a Ghost user. Because Golbat's, not really a Ghost type, so it's kind of weird that she's using this. Come on, Psychic. Yes! Oh, critical hit. Super effective. That's right. Send out another Golbat. I dare you. Haunter. And, oh man, it's cool to see a Haunter again, because even though I know Gengar's the evolved form of Haunter, I really prefer Haunter's, like, design. It looks so much creepier and spooky. Just look at that sprite. That's awesome. The smile. It's so cool. Goodbye, Haunter. Oh, it's too easy, Agatha. You're making it too easy. What was that you were saying before me, right before this battle started? Professor Adrenaline Reflect. Yeah, we're not going to go ahead and do that. Actually, well, let's see. Hold on a second. Well, we've got Dig, Seismic Toss, and Recover. I think dropping Seismic Toss wouldn't be a bad idea because Dig is our good physical move, but we've had Seismic Toss in the beginning. Remember when I taught Aber that from a TM? Like, that was his first attacking move? But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and drop it and learn Reflect because it's a much more practical move for Professor X at this point. Awesome. Agatha's about to use Arbok. Now this is pretty cool because you don't see an Arbok anywhere in the game, I do believe. And Arbok is kind of, she's kind of going for the theme of like, darker looking, scarier kind of Pokemon, which I think is cool. And I always did like Arbok's design myself. Even though you can't catch a Ekans to get an Arbok in blue version, which I was always kind of sad about. But, you win some, you lose some. Just like Agatha, she's about to lose some. It's a pretty menacing Pokemon though, and a fairly cool design. Also, another little tidbit about Arbok that I always liked. Arbok's name is just Cobra backwards. Look at it closely. Goodbye, Charbuk. Arbok's not actually one of my favorite Pokemon. Not my absolute favorite, but, it's up there. Gengar, huh? Well, let's match that with ours. Get out there, Steve. Show him what a real Gengar can do. Woo! A level 60. I don't believe we've seen a level 60 quite yet. Maybe John had one earlier when we fought him, but I wasn't paying attention because, you know, guy's a loser. Alright, you think we can put him to sleep? Nightshade! Oh man, the move we got rid of. And like I said, I always kind of like Nightshade, but... Oh no, oh, put him to sleep. Nice! Like, this is always a cool battle, because at this point in the game, I usually have my Gengar and she has hers, and it's always a fun showdown at the end to see who wins. Come on, Steve, show him who the real Gengar is. Show him who the real Steve is. That's right. Ah! Eat that dream again. Oh, yeah, 2 hits! What do you got, Agatha? I'm back to full health. It's like she didn't even hit me. Awesome. Roman defeated Agatha.
Oh, ho! You're something special, child. You win. I see what that old duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child.
Ooh, very interesting. And no, let's hear this music. I always kind of like the. It's supposed to be depressing and creepy, but I always kind of like this. I don't know. It's kind of a cool place. And I don't think I mentioned it so far, but if you've paid attention to Lorelei, Bruno, and now Agatha, all the Elite Four actually have custom sprites. After seeing all these like 3 or 4 sprites recycled through the game, I mean like the ones out here, like these guys right here. I think it's kind of cool the Elite Four actually do have custom ones made, which is nice. I mean, you would think so, but you never know, right? Anything over here? Just like check these graves. She's like, what are you doing? You think they just stand here in their spare time? Ah well, let's move on, right? Whoa. I always kind of like that right there. That was not me walking. The game automatically forces you to walk all the way up here and closes the door, so you can't even go back if you wanted to. Pretty awesome. So that's 3 out of 4 Elite members down. 1 more to go. And we'll be taking on the final Elite Four member in the next episode. So I thank you guys for watching, and until then, I'll catch you later.